I am the officer that is married to someone in prison. I gotta be the only officer in the world who got proposed to in jail. Some of the officers, they don't know which side of the law I am on. I was 30 years young when I got my pension. I get paid a lifetime, and it would definitely support me and my husband when he gets out of prison. My friends would give bad advice and tell me, don't be with somebody in prison. I started sharing my story online because the world needed to know. The judgment that I face is, you stupid for marrying an inmate, you're an inmate lover. They was very crazy. I visit Jonathan every weekend. It takes me about 12 hours total, 6 hours going, 6 hours coming. They banned me, they're tired of me coming. Some of them don't like I'm an officer. And then once my suspension is up, I go right back. My name is Tameka, and I am the prison officer that is married to an inmate. I met Jonathan when we were kids. We grew up in the same neighborhood. He was just a little boy who always had a crush on me. We went our separate ways. Jonathan ended up going to prison. Jonathan was sentenced to 25 years to life, but he's eligible for parole and he has about 11 left. Me and Jonathan reconnected because he wrote a love letter and he sent it to a mutual friend. It was 14 years since I last seen or spoke to Jonathan. It was like, oh my God, after all these years, he still remembered me. He still loved me. At that moment, I was still at work, so I was afraid to respond back to him. I contacted Jonathan. He just said, I'm happy after all these years, you finally given me another chance, and we made it official to be with each other. The visit is 8 hours and it's worth it. I can't wait to kiss my husband. Can't wait to just have that love and warmth in my presence. The first meeting with him was insane because the same inmates that I had in my custody and I was mean to were the same inmates I seen that's locked up with my husband. When I visit Jonathan in prison, some of the officers' reaction, they're like a little bit confused because they don't know which side of the law I am on. They be like, oh, she's married to an inmate, but she's also one of us. Because if they do something wrong, they think I'm gonna report them. And the inmates react to, oh, it's like gossip and news for them, like tease. Hey guys, as you guys already know, I am the officer that is married to someone in prison. Hey guys, as you guys already know, I am the officer that is married to someone in prison. I started sharing my story online because I felt like I had a very unique story. And I felt like the world needed to know it's okay to love who you want to love. So this video here is about staying with your man in prison.
Stay with him. Do not leave your man in jail for somebody that's out here.
I had over 61,000 views, over 517 comments. When my first video went viral, I just was happy to impact other people who may be going through the same thing. The judgment that I faced when I started my relationship is, he's gonna take your pension, he's gonna get everything that you got. What side of the law are you on? You a bad officer, the Department of Correction should have never hired you. You stupid for marrying an inmate, you're an inmate lover. They was just very crazy. I'm definitely isolated. I feel like I can't have any friends because my friends would judge me. And they will also give bad advice and tell me, don't be with somebody in prison. Yes, I respond sometimes, very seldom though. I would just put an emoji, like a bird in the brain, and call them a bird brain. Some of the comments I received online was, I know your officers hate your That's dope though, you married your soulmate. That's right, fight for your husband. Hearing comments from people who say I helped them with my story makes me feel like I made the right choice as being an officer and married to someone in prison. Like, I did what I was supposed to do.
Can you tell us how Jonathan proposed?
I want to show y'all the picture because I got the picture. This is Jonathan actually proposing to me in jail. Like, I gotta be the only officer in the world who got proposed to in jail. This is us getting married. Jonathan write me at least like 10 times in a day. So this letter said, hey my crush, you got me feeling like a kid all over again, and sent me some kisses. When I was an officer, I definitely had a different view on prison relationships. I honestly thought all girls are stupid for coming to a jail, crying over a man that can't even take them to a restaurant to eat. I thought their self-esteem was low, but obviously that's not the case. When I visit Jonathan, we don't really get any privacy because, again, I'm an officer and I'm coming to a facility. Always surveillance cameras and officers sitting us right in front of their desks. It's not tough because we make it work. We're still gonna hug each other. He probably still gonna give me some hickeys. I started the Department of Corrections in 2015. That job was very tough. You are around some of the worst criminals in the city of New York all day. They call you names at times. Your co-workers are just as foul as the inmates. So you're in an environment where you don't know who to trust. I decided to leave because I seen a lot of injustice go on. This is what correction officers wear on duty to work. We use a snap tie so that we don't get choked. This is our badge that we must wear. These are the signs that I made. That's me and my husband in prison. This is our book that we wrote called Karma and Love. I use these signs to bring awareness to my husband's case, to injustice, to the system, and just to my experience as being an officer and married to someone in prison. I absolutely do not miss working in corrections because I got everything that there is to have. I got a pension and I'm able to love my husband. I worked at the Department of Corrections 5.5 years before I got my pension. I was 30 years young. I get paid a lifetime, so it would definitely support me and my husband when he gets out of prison. Oh, that's him. He calling.
Prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I love you. What's up, babe?
Hey, Nat, how you doing?
You gotta hang in there. You gotta continue to be strong. You gotta keep your head up and know, like, there's nothing you can't overcome that we can't overcome together. What's something you really wanna do when you come home together as husband and wife?
A vacation? I just want to sit in the bathtub. I just want to be sitting in the bathtub and get all this prison stuff off of me.
Oh, you wanna get in the tub?
Yeah, I want some good fried chicken.
Ooh.
Can't wait for some good fried chicken.
Babe, it's coming, it's coming.
So, Jonathan, how did you feel when you first met Tameka?
I felt like a kid in Candyland. A kid waking up for Christmas. She let me see life in a different perspective. That it's okay to be loved. Don't give up.
Thank you for being, like, so great to me, husband. Thank you for, like, believing in me to have your back.
Love you.
I love you too. I love you, I love you, I love you.
How has Jonathan changed your life for the better?
Ooh. Jonathan have changed my life for the better because he made me a wife and I don't take that for granted. He's my greatest blessing. To the people who judge me, look in the mirror. Go judge yourself.